in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let him know. Let him know.
Strong right.
Slam.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Kill.
A shotgun snap for Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Luck. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Luck. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, dang, pump. 58, the Mike.
To throw is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You kill. You think you gonna get this?
Hey, Delta.
58's the Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Now Breeze. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
All day, just like that. Just like that. He's coming. Double up.
You kill.
Double up.
58.
58's the Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jabal sheared. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check.
5-1.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. I got him. 58.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 78 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3. Hey, kill.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, and here we go.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 24.
5-9. Kill.
58.
Small.
58. Come on. I got one.
20 seconds.
On first down, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. What's good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on third down, Love. Got an open man, that's Campbell. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, here's Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The Super Bowl 44 will always link these two teams together, the Colts and the Saints. That was a game that the Saints would win. If you remember, Sean Payton dialed up that onside kick to start the second half. Tracy Porter would eventually seal the victory for the Saints with a pick six of 74 yards. And the Manning family so heavily involved. You think about Archie leading the Saints for 11 seasons, the Manning family being from the New Orleans area, and then Peyton being the quarterback of the Colts in that defeat to the Saints. 11 yards there, first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4. Reggie.
Here's Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A give to Kamara running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
3 buzz. 3 buzz.
Rush in. Rush in. Check.
Check 50. Check 50.
Under.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Check.
5-9.
Check 50.
Breeze now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Easy, opposite. Ready, tackle.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go, let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
53.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and
2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
Here goes 21. Go. Here goes 21.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Some good plays in the passing game right now for New Orleans. They have another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Sammy.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go.
Bravo.
Right over there. Yeah.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
58, boys, 58.
11.
It's going to be a long...
Hey, Haywood.
Breeze to throw again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Luck defers to Mack. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
58, boys, 58.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Kill, 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 kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Good, you're good. Right forward, ready.
58 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 32.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Don't get nervous.
Check it out, Reed. Watch out.
They go with a fullback line. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Breeze now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run with Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alize Mack with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Tighten up. Tighten right. Tighten up. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
SOS.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Out. Reggie. 11. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Watch the safety.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
We got this.
A road win.